Hi, I'm Raheem Nelson, and today we're going to be using ArtRage for iPad to create an urban landscape. So you'll notice I'm holding my iPad Pro in landscape view because this is going to help with the painting I'm going to do. You're going to hit the cross that's in the upper right corner, create new painting, and then we're going to hit the green arrow so that we're in landscape, and we're going to hit done. So I'm going to use the oils for this. I want to make sure I have the color black, which I do. 20% is good to start with for my brush size. And I'm going to be making a silhouette of an urban landscape. So it's just going to look like a few geometric shapes until we get further along in the painting. And I'm going to keep this pretty loose. And I'm just going to imagine like New York City or another big populated area, and these different rectangles are going to be at different heights to give it distance. And I don't like that last part, so I'm going to hit the arrow that has going back the other direction to undo it, and I'll just carry that line over to the edge. So now I'm going to make my brush size bigger so I can fill in the buildings. And the iPad pencil uses palm rejection, so I can rest my palm on the screen if I like. Makes it easier to work. And I'm just going to fill in the buildings. Buildings are all colored in. It's all black. Silhouette's done. Now I want to go back to my layers. So my buildings are on one layer. It's highlighted green. You hit the cross. I have two layers, so I want to put it in the background. Tap and hold. I've got the marks on the right side of the layer. I drag it down and I hit done. I'm on the new layer, which is on the bottom. And the reason for that is because I don't want to paint over the buildings. I want to paint behind them. So I tap on my layers again. And I kind of want to make a gradation. So I'm going to start with a dark blue. Make my brush size a little bigger. Around 60 is good. And I'm just going to start at the top. You'll also notice if I keep painting, my paint runs out, like it runs off the brush. And then I kind of like have to dip it in more paint digitally. So it's a nice little touch that ArtRage has. And now I'm going to make it lighter to start the gradient. And I don't want to press down too hard because I want it to kind of mix without me having to do that myself with a palette knife. But that'll come in a later exercise. So I'm just going to keep moving the paint up, the cursor up rather. So now it's a little lighter towards the bottom. And now it has more depth to it. So that part's done. I have the sky, the gradation. Now I'm going to do the windows of the building. So I'm going to hit the cross again. 3 layers now. Top one's highlighted green. And I want to make these look like lights. So I'm going to use yellow. So I'm going to change my brush size. About 20 is good. And I'm going to zoom in for this. And when I'm doing these, I don't want to make lines straight across. I want to make believe that some of these lights are turned off, so there will be spaces in between them. So I might skip a few lines and do some lights in different places. All the lights are put in on the building, and like I said previously, I did leave spaces in between, so that some of the lights are turned off. I added a moon, for dramatic effect. And now I'm going to add my signature, and then we'll save this. So I'm going to zoom in, 2-finger expand, and I'm just going to put my signature in the moon. Okay, so that is done. And to save, I'm going to hit the ArtRage icon, which is in the middle, and I'm going to save painting. So before I forget, you can actually name your painting. You want to go to View Gallery. It's called Untitled 33 for now, so I want to change that. I tap it, and there's a gear icon in the middle. I tap that, and then you'll see an option that says Rename Painting. I hit that. Keyboard pops up automatically. I hit the back button. It'll delete that Untitled 33. And we'll just call this one City to keep it simple. I hit OK, and then it's called City, and it's done. I can go back to the gallery, and then it'll save, and it says City, so I know that I renamed it, and it's all set. That will do it for the urban landscape demo. If you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my website at rahimnelson.com.